And children's advocacy services focus on protecting children, making sure they're safe, and keeping families together.
There are three top causes of preventable child injury. The first one is co-sleeping. That's where a child sleeps in the bed with an adult, and the adult accidentally rolls onto the child and smothers them. Another is drowning. Children can drown silently in 2 to 3 inches of water in just a couple minutes. Another is abusive head trauma, and that's kind of the main focus today.
Coping with Crying is a class that's offered by Suncoast Center, and the class is designed for caregivers of children, and it teaches them how to deal with children that cry excessively, how to manage that, but also how to manage their own frustration and trying to stop a baby from crying when they won't stop crying.
It is always okay to put a crying baby down in a crib on their back and walk away from the stress and from the tears. A baby will not die from crying.
Crying won't hurt them, but sometimes it frustrates you as the caregiver, so you want to start managing your own frustration at that point if you've done all those things and the baby won't stop crying. If you are a parent of a child that is crying excessively and you've done everything you can to help the baby stop crying, then it's time to start managing your own stress.
It is really important for a parent to find out what they can about the person who's going to watch their child. It's good to ask about their parenting skills. Ask what they know about babies. Watch how they behave around children and other people. Watch how they hang out around your child when your child is stressed out or upset, when your child is having a difficult moment, either an older child or the infant. Talk openly with them. Be frank. What are you going to do if the baby cries a lot? How are you going to handle that?
And just remember that parenting is a tough job. We don't get a manual on how to take care of a child. So the important thing is to take care of yourself.
Suncoast Center offers a number of classes and trainings for parents who want to improve their parenting and child caregiving skills. I want to be able to reach out to parents in our community who are trying really hard to do the right thing for their kid and don't necessarily have the skills they need.
So this is the doll. Her name is Crystal. And we use Crystal in teaching the Coping with Crying class. And she cries unconsolably. And we talk about what it's like when you have an inconsolable crying child. And you've tried all the things. You've fed her, you've changed the diaper, you've rocked her, you've walked with her, you've done all those things. But when life stressors come over you, a lot of times what will happen is that you will say, you need to stop crying right now. Stop crying. Now, if you'll see, this was what, 3, 4, 5 seconds? If you look at her brain, if you look at it closely, I have now destroyed the part of her brain where she thinks, where she has her emotions. I have destroyed her vision because she now has retinal hemorrhages. And if I'd shaken her a little harder, I would have also destroyed the part of her brain that deals with her gross motor skills, like using her arms and her legs. Only a few seconds. So that's why I teach the class. So this will never happen to another child.